Hey guys, I want to very quickly update you on everything that has been going on. So firstly, right now my vehicle is running and I'm monitoring the temperature to see where is it going to go. Second of all, I will tell you everything else that's been going on. So when I came home, I had waited exactly 10 minutes parked and thinking that the engine had plenty of time to cool. I mean, I was partly right. So when I actually released the cap, the fluid slightly went up, but then it started going down, which is normal. That's how it's supposed to do it. Then I just added like a tiny bit, like I'm talking about like from here to here. But then what I ended up doing is starting it up, and I had it run less than a minute. I did not time it, but I just let it run. And as I was running it, this fluid started rising, right? And then I went to quickly shut it off, but I was already a little bit too late. It started going. Like by the time I came here, some of it just spilled, just some, like not much. So it's over there on the floor. It's a tiny bit, as you can see. Part of it is a shadow. So what I'm doing now is, well, I quickly put the lid on it, right? And I'll let it cool down again. And then before I removed the lid and it was cool, the fluid was still all the way up here. But then once I let it cool for a similar amount of time, about 10 minutes, I started slowly opening it up. The fluid actually started dropping. And that's when I added some more fluid to it because some of it has spilled. So with that being said, I started things up and now I'm beginning to monitor the situation just to see where it goes. And as you can see, it went to 228. Not amazing, but what I want to do is I just want to find out where will it actually go, and then I'm going to shut the vehicle down and just, you know, repeat some of these processes and see if anything has improved, because I do believe right now there is an air pocket, but it will work its way out. I'm convinced of it. You just have to kind of like shut things down, start it up, stuff like that. But as you can see, the temperature is increasing. But take a look at the center temperature gauge. You see how it's like not even moving, okay? So I'm still in a safe zone. If you would be idling your vehicle, you would not have any access to this temperature here, this cooling temperature. You would just look at that and you would think, okay, things are normal, and then you overheat on the highway. So I really haven't had this happen, but this can happen to Range Rover owners. This is why some of them would say that they've experienced getting broken down on the road. So I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's overheating. You know, that's kind of like mainly the case. Now the hood is open, so that's actually not good. With the hood being open, obviously it's not going to be able to cool itself down as much, but you could see it went to 230, and even with the fans kicking on, it dropped it back down to 228. Now 226. So that's already a good sign. So things are kind of like moving along. I just want to kind of keep an eye on it just a little bit and see if it goes up or down. And then I want to shut things down again, let it cool down while I'm watching Undercover Billionaire on my iPad over here, which is kind of cool. But yeah, 225. So now this is starting to be a good sign. So just one little time that I let it cool down and it sucked that water in, and with a little spillage, it's now acting kind of like normal. So I believe it's going to stay at about this type of temperature. So I'm just going to shut things down. I'll let it cool down, and then I will observe it again in just probably like another 10 to 13 minutes. 13 minutes. I actually removed the lid at 10 minutes. And the water did not go up, which is a good sign. It just kind of stayed right there. So it means it properly cooled down. And then also it did not drop down. So my goal right now is to just let it sit just a little bit more. And then I'm going to restart it up. And we're going to see where the temperature goes this time. Also, with this being said, there's no leaks. So just started things up again. I cooled things down. Nothing more has changed. The water level still stayed the same. As you can see, the engine has not really cooled down all that much. It's at 203. So at this point, my plan is to just let it idle. So far, the engine has been shut down approximately 16 minutes. It's been exactly 13 minutes because I have a timer, and then additional 3 minutes just to wait a little bit. So now my goal is to see where the temperature will go. Oh yeah, additionally, what I want to do is go ahead and shut the hood down. With my hood being shut down, it should help cool things down a little bit better, but I want to see what is the maximum temperature that it will go to at this point. I've been idling for a while, and it's only has gotten to 232 degrees. I could hear the fans, they're on, trying to cool the system down. But I should try something else actually and put my AC in economy mode. Just run at full blast, just in case the heater core, so that it's going to open. Even though my thermostat's not installed, but when you put it on a high temperature, it opens up the heater core. So I actually had the temperature set to hot already, but my AC was on this whole time. But anyways, I think things are moving in the right direction. It's been about 5 minutes and the temperature has not went any higher or any lower, so I'm just going to shut things down. But before I do, I want to show you what's under there. So this has been so far unchanged. There's no leaks of any kind. That's just an old spill, but there's really nothing happening. Once I parked, immediately the temperature went straight up to 225. I'm not sure if it's actually going to climb any more, but it was actually quite apparent, just kind of going quickly. So I'm gonna hit a pause for now and just wait to see where this temperature will stop at, and let you guys know. I was just blasting AC like on high, and all of a sudden the temperature went up to 232. It was hovering at 228 without AC on. So like, let me turn AC off. Let's see if this is actually going to impact anything. But obviously when you actually blast an AC, it puts a little bit more of a strain on the system. Therefore it causes it to heat up just a little bit more. But being at like 230, it's not bothering me so much. I mean, this is what the temperature gauge looks like on the dash here. It's slightly below center, so you would never know the difference. I know I keep saying that, but you know, when somebody would perform your coolant service and there's nothing hooked up and just get your vehicle, you really would not know what your actual temperature is. But I'm able to monitor, and I think the normal range should be for idling, I'd say about like probably about 230 for the idling portion. It could be obviously less, but when I'm driving, it's anywhere from 214 to as much as 219 at the highest, but usually between 215 and 217. So it's been idling for exactly 8 minutes, and as you could see, it's well 230, 232. Now AC is on, of course, but it's been stuck on 230 for a while. And now that it's 230, let me turn AC off, and let's see if it will drop some. Now it actually turned off. Let's see if it could drop and remain at 230. So at this point, even with AC being off, just still at 232. So it's been 10 minutes and the temperature is basically between 230 and 232. So it looks like it's stuck on 232. Let me know what you think, if this is normal or not for just idling. But obviously with me creating these videos, I'm keeping track of what's normal and what's not. Nice that I keep track of the actual temperatures, so I know kind of like what the range is. And according to the video that I actually recorded yesterday, even though I still had sort of like my overflow tank was still having sort of like a leak, but nothing was like leaking out, but there's like a slightly little crack that actually opened up today, as you've seen. So that was still there, and I came home at night with the temperature being similar to this, and I was idling for about like 18 to 19 minutes. And I've looked through the whole video, and the temperature was 212 degrees, and it just stood there, you know, solidly, just idling, which I kind of thought like, wow, that's actually amazing. So 232 is a little high. So the only thing that has changed is that now I have a new overflow bottle, and with me having it, obviously I probably let some air pocket in there somewhere, so something is not cooling as much as it should. Therefore it's staying at around like 232, but it will improve, it will get better probably by the time the engine has cooled down completely. By the time morning hits, it will get a little bit better, and of course at that moment I want to record a video and tell you guys how that's gonna go. But today, this is where we at. It's a 232, and so this is kind of like not on the high side. I've seen it a lot higher than this before. It wanted to climb to 239 at one point. I did not get that on the video, but I then just, you know, shut the vehicle off and just let it sit there. So 232 is not bad, and of course the temperature gauge is normal. Also, one thing to note, that yesterday the overflow tank did not have a sensor attached to it. There was actually no place for it. Today it's a new overflow tank with a sensor attached. So could it be telling me different cooling temperature because of that sensor? A little bit more accurate reading, or no? I believe it's supposed to only tell you the overflow tank if it's full or not full of fluid. That's about it. But anyways, this video came to an end. Thank you so much for watching, guys. There's going to be more tests in future videos. Even I see right now why this is kind of important to record videos like this, because I could actually go back and look and see what the previous situations was. So new tank, but still using just distilled water. That's it, and there's no leaks as of now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and see you in the next video. Bye bye.